Samurott has finally returned, and today I present to you my Samurott OU team. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a battle versus a complete randomer called Manu, but you should definitely go ahead and join the Discord server if you want to have battles and stuff like that. It's the best place to go. There's a link in the description down below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one, and with that being said, let's jump into the team preview. Okay, Manu has brought a very electrifying team. He's got all the irons on there. He's got the Iron Hands, the Iron Moth, the Iron Valiant, the Iron Treads, the Dragonite, and the Quaquaval. So Quaquaval's an interesting one. It's one of them Pokemon where it can really set up to sweep. Now, we do luckily have the old Amoonguss over here that can kind of put a stop to it. With the booster energy on the Roaring Moon as well and all that stuff. So this is a Samurott team. Obviously, you saw that from the beginning. Samurott is Choice Scarfed. It's a very niche set. It catches people off guard. Like, I'm going to catch the Iron Moth off guard big time. And also the Iron Treads. And also the Dragonite. So we should be good. We should be good. I'm looking at leading with Tuskany. I feel like they're going to lead with the Iron Treads. So leading off with my own Great Tusk is probably a good idea. If they do lead with the Iron Valiant, which I do see sometimes, we can always go into Slowbro or the Skeletor over here and just put a stop to that one. And the battle begins. So Manu over there is going to lead off with Might Defer, which is going to be the Iron Moth, which is not what we wanted to see, as we led off with good old Great Tusk over here. Okay, they're going to boost their special attack with a booster energy. I definitely don't want to stay in against this thing, not with a Great Tusk, because Energy Ball could be coming. The only thing I really have to switch in is going to be Skeletor, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Skeletor is an offensive Skeledirge. It's not a defensive one, so it's going to be very limited in how we can take this. We're just going to have to see what they go for. We'll have to see what they go for and all that. They go for an Energy Ball, which is going to be eaten up by Skeletor, no problem. As Unaware obviously stops. No, wait, no, Unaware doesn't stop the boost on Iron Moth. So, what do they probably do here? We've got a good option of going straight for a Shadow Ball. It'll do a lot of damage to pretty much anything on their team. And getting damage off on their team is going to be really important. They have a very threatening looking team. Alright, they're going to withdraw, as expected. What are they going to go into, though? That's the real question. They're going to go into Dracoloss, which is the Dragonite. Okay, Dragonite, and it's massive. It's humongous. Absolutely humongous. So Dragonite's going to have its multi-scale broken, which is always nice. We could easily Tera Fairy and get rid of this thing right now, but I'm kind of hesitant to Tera straight away. On the flip side of that coin, what's our real option? We can go Great Tusk and wall it a little bit, but they just keep Dragon Dancing on us, and all we can really do in return is knock off. So in theory, we could go Samurott, Ice Beam, but I don't think that's really a good option. I think the best thing to do now is to Tera and go for a Tera Blast. That's exactly what I'm going to do, catch them off guard. So we're going to Terrestrialize real quick. They would have gone first if they were to Terrestrialize, I believe, because Dragonite should be faster than Skeledirge, unless they're like some adamant non-speed invested set, in which case, fair enough, they're not going to outspeed us, but we'll see what they're going to do. So they go for a Dragon Dance. Oh, they really thought, hey, there's an Unaware Skeledirge. Let's try and set up on it. I could easily Will-O-Wisp you right now. But better yet, I'm going to Tera Blast you in the face with my fully offensive Skeledirge. Let's see how this goes for you. Let's see how this goes. It goes wonderfully. So, yeah, okay. So they might have other options for the Skeledirge, obviously. They could be Aqua Tail. They could be Earthquake, all that stuff. So I can see why they would think they're going to be a more threat. But typically Skeledirge run Will-O-Wisp. So unless they're Lumberry, which they very well might be, I don't think that's a good option for them. So this thing comes in again. We're going to have to go Slowking. And if we're going to get an opportunity to get Samurott in, it's now. So we'll go Slowking real quick. Slowqueen. There she is. The Slowqueen. They go for a Sludge Wave. Of course, it's going to do minimal damage to Slowqueen over here. And luckily no poison, which is nice. And of course, we have Chilly Reception now. A lot of people have been asking me on my last team that had Slowking on it, why have you got Chilly Reception on the Slowking if your team isn't a snow team? Well, here's the answer. A, it gets you it's a slow pivot move, so you can get a free U-turn off on basically and always go last. B, Sun is a terror at the moment with Walking Wake and the other Paradox forms, etc. Getting rid of the Sun is really important. It's really important. So anyway, they go into Iron Treads. We're going to tell a chillingly bad joke, and we're going to use this as an opportunity to get our lovely, and I mean lovely, Samurott in, because Samurott does wonders against their team. Samurott really does wonders against their team. Starting to think I could have actually run Blizzard on it instead of Ice Beam, you know, since it's got chilly reception and all that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go straight to Samurott. Oh, Whitebeard over here. Looking amazing. Oh, I love the way it comes out of its Pokeball. That was so cool. It just kind of like dives out. That's awesome. So this is the set I've got. Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Grass Knot, Knockoff. It's not a bad set. We do outspeed the Iron Treads. They might not think we do, and they might attack. Let's go for a Hydro Pump and find out. Hydro Pump comes through. Will it take it out? We are Modest Scarf. Takes out the Iron Treads. Samurott putting in the work right now. They really fought. They really fought. Hey, we're going to outspeed, go for a Volt Switch or an Earthquake or something along those lines. Samurott is a beast, but now they know we are Choice Scarfed. Pomme de Fer comes in, which is going to be the Iron Hands. So this thing obviously threatens us. We don't want to stay in against this thing. No way, Jose. So I've got a couple of options. I've got the Great Tusk and I've got the Amoonguss. I think the Great Tusk is a good option. Amoonguss is also a decent option. They're probably going to go for a Thunder Punch though, so I'm going to go into the Great Tusk right now. Great Tusk basically hard walls Iron Hands, so this is a really good matchup. I mean, obviously it could have Ice Punch and stuff like that, but you know, okay, it's going to Tera. What Tera are we going to see? What Tera are we going to see? We're going to see a pure fighting Tera with a nice, powerful close combat that's going to two-shot me. We do see Tera Fighting. Nice. Okay, so Tera Fighting is a pretty cool one. Its close combat is going to sting like a bee. It's got Drain Punch. That's fine. Drain Punch isn't too bad. We are a fully physically defensive Great Tusk after all, so we can definitely eat up this thing's hit. So the Rocky Helmet is going to go into effect, which is great. Starting to think Stealth Rocks will be good because of that Iron Moth. But I think we could probably get away with just going for a knockoff right now. We go for a knockoff. They do stay in. They're going to get their item knocked off, which was their Assault Vest, which is good to note. They go for an Ice Punch. That's going to do some good damage, but it's not quite enough to... Never mind, it froze. It froze me. It really froze me. Well, the Rocky Helmet's going to start digging into this thing, so we're pretty good there. Let's try and unfreeze. And if we can't unfreeze, we've at least weakened it to the point where we can just bring Samurott in and just cane it. They're going to withdraw because reasons, I guess. What are they going to go into? Something like the Isle Environment? Palmavol. The Quaquaval. I see what they're trying to do here. They're trying to get the Aqua Step Moxie going off. The thing is, the snow is stopping right now, which is always nice. We have two options. We have Slowking, and we have the nice and powerful Amoonguss. I'm thinking about Slowking right now. I'm thinking about Slowking. The reason being is because I want to get a Future Sight up. If we get a Future Sight up, all four of their Pokemon that they've got left, something is going to get taken out by Future Sight. One of them is. They go for an Aqua Step. Beautiful animation, by the way. I love Aqua Step's animation. Does minimal damage, as you would expect, but it does raise their speed, so that's good to note. I am definitely going to go for a Future Sight this next turn because there is no real reason for me not to. No real reason for me not to. As there we go, we're going to go for a Future Sight. And they have a Fighting type, a Poison type, a Fighting type, and another Fighting type. They are screwed with the Future Sight. Definitely screwed with the Future Sight. They're going to withdraw the Quaquaval. What are they going to go into, though? That's the real question. What are they going to go into? Pomme de Fer. Nice and powerful Iron Hands. We go for a Future Sight real quick. There we go. Nicely done, nicely done. We're going to force C an attack real quick. We can definitely take an Iron Hands Thunder Punch. It's only Assault Vest, so it's not Assault Vest anymore. It's unboosted. We can definitely take one and go for a Chilly Reception. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. They go for a Thunder Punch. We should eat that up. Wow, that did so much damage. I mean, we are specially defensive, not physically defensive. So I knew it would do a lot of damage, but whew, we barely lived that. We barely lived that. So we're gonna go back. We get a nice and powerful free switch into our lovely jubbly Samurott. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Samurott comes on in. A Whitebeard over here. We just need it to win the Hydro Miss war. So whether we can hit the Hydro Pump or not. So let's go for the Hydro Pump. We are Modest Scarfed. Let's see if it takes out the Iron Hands. It barely lives, and they go for a Thunder Punch, which is going to take out Samurott, unfortunately. So Samurott got to do diddly squat. No, it took out the Iron Treads. It nearly took out the Iron Hands. It weakened it to the point where Future Sight is definitely going to KO it, as it does. As down goes the Iron Hands. So I'm counting that. It was a crit Future Sight as well. I didn't even know Future Sight could crit. I didn't even know it could crit, to be honest with you. So, anyway, the Iron Hands has gone down. Looking like a pretty good battle so far. Let's see what we can do here. So, they've got an Iron Valiant. I think we should go Slowking. And the reason being is I want to get up another future sight. I really want to get up another future sight. They're going to Might Defer, which is going to be the Iron Moth. So Iron Moth comes in. Can we sponge a energy ball? It's not stab. Let's go for a future sight and find out. They're going to go for an energy ball. We do sponge an energy ball like it's nothing. So we can go for a future sight real quick. There we go. Future sight comes through. Force-sowing an attack. Slowking. Slowking's technically got 1 KO, which is pretty cool. Slowking getting its KO is really cool. So I'm going to preserve this for later. I'm going to sack off the Great Tusk now, because I would rather sack off the Great Tusk to the Iron Moth and not get any Moxie boost or anything like that, like the Quacklever will. So we'll switch out real quick. We'll sack off the Great Tusk. There we go. Old Tuskany comes in. Not doing anything to us frozen. They go for a Sludge Wave. That's going to easily nearly KO us, which is amazing. So, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's go for that EQ real quick, just in case they decide to stay in. I think they're going to switch out into Quacklever to get the KO. If they do, it's not that big of a deal. They're going to go for a Fiery Dance, try and get that special attack boost, which makes a lot of sense. Let's hope they don't get it. Let's hope they don't get it. So Tuskany is going to go down. They don't get the special attack boost, which is great for us. The snow is going to stop, unfortunately, and they're going to take a future sight attack real quick, which is going to take out the Iron Moth. So what a turn of events. Slowking getting 2 KOs, technically. Love it. Future sight is such a cool move. Such a cool move. Not going to lie. So, got a couple of options here. I think the play is to go back into Slowking. I think we go back into Slowking. So they're going to go into Palmaval, which is the Quackleval, as we know. We're going to go back into Slowqueen, who can definitely take a close combat from this thing, no problem. We're going to go for another future sight and guarantee a KO on 1 more Pokemon. They go for an Aqua Step. Absolutely fine by me. I do not mind this whatsoever. We're going to eat that like it's nothing. Because here's the thing. We have a Fairy-type Skeledirge with Unaware. We have the Unaware. And I think we win this game with Skeledirge, to be honest with you. So, let's see how this goes for us. So, we've got Slowking over here looking all dapper. I'm going to go for the Chilly Reception just in case. Just in case we live this next attack. But I don't think we live a close combat. We don't live a close combat. They get a Moxie boost, which is absolutely fine by me. I do not mind that at all. It's going to lower the defenses, which basically ensures the future sight gets the KO. So we're going to Slowqueen go down. We'll let Slowqueen go down. No problem whatsoever. We'll go into Skeledirge over here. The mighty crocodile that it is. The mighty crocodile that it is. And we'll go straight for a Slack Off because they're just going to attack us with an Aqua Step right now. They go for an Aqua Step. It's not going to do much damage to us. But it did decent damage, to be fair. As we're able to go for a Slack Off. Get all our health back. And just watch as Slowking's Future Sight destroys it. It lived on 1 HP. Are you kidding me? They've got Focus Sash. Of course they've got a Focus Sash. Why wouldn't they have a Focus Sash? Let's go for a Torch Song and raise our special attack a little bit. So they go for an Aqua Step again. It's going to do around 20%, which is what it did last time. Ooh, was that crit? Oh no, that's Torrent boosted. No, it wasn't Torrent boosted because it got Moxie. Why did that do so much more damage? Were they not Moxie? I don't know. Either way, Quacklever goes down, and now all we have to deal with is the pesky Iron Valiant. And the thing about Iron Valiant is, it's a very powerful Pokemon, and it is definitely one that can pull back. So God of Fur is going to come in. We're going to go for a nice and powerful Tera Blast right now. They're going to go for a Moonblast. Is it going to KO? It does KO, unfortunately. So down goes Skeletor. So we're at a bit of a pickle situation right now. What do we do? Iron Valiant could easily pull this back. They are Life Orb, which is good to know. I think we're alright. I think Amoonguss can handle this, no problem. I think Amoonguss, they might have Psyshock. They might have Psyshock, I know. But I'm pretty sure we live a Psyshock anyway because we are physically defensive. And even if we've got Psychic, I'm sure we can live at least 1. So I think going for the Sludge Bomb right now... Oh no, I think going for a Spore is better. Just in case the Sludge Bomb doesn't KO. Yeah, let's go for a Spore. Let's just go for a Spore. So they go for a Psycho Cut, which isn't going to do too much damage to us. They're going to lose some HP. We go for a Spore. I'm starting to think Sludge Bomb would have been the better option. Starting to think Sludge Bomb would have been the better option, to be honest with you. Definitely would have been the better option. So let's see how this goes down. So we're going to get some Amoonguss action. A bit of Mushroom action. Gotta love it, gotta love it. Nice and powerful Mushroom. Let's go for a Sludge Bomb and see if it KOs. I don't think it KOs because it's only an Amoonguss after all. They are fast asleep though, which is great. No more psycho cuts for them. I could have just like gone straight for the Sludge Bomb, couldn't I? Yeah, definitely could have gone straight for the Sludge Bomb as it takes it out. And that's going to be the game. So that was a pretty fun game. My opponent had a nice and powerful iron team, which is always good to see. No Ubers, which is always nice, especially when you're battling randomers like I am. No Ubers is great. No Ubers is absolutely amazing. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.